everyone. In this session, I'll be covering the one permutation related question. So the question is, we have the input string and we need to find the combination of the possible strings with a space. So in this screen, as you can see, we have the input string ABC. So when we combine this ABC with the space character, then possible number of possible options would be ABC without no space, AB space C, and A space BC, and A space B space C, like this. So the basically we are combining the one character, a special character, that is the space, with this input string, and we need to print out all the possible outputs as you can see in the output string. So to solve this problem, or before starting to write a code, let's move on the technical stuff or the theoretical approach how we resolve this problem. So in this screen, let's see. We have the original string ABC. So the first of all, I will take out the one character, that is the A. I take out that character. Now when I take out the another character B, then I can append that character with uh, a space or without a space. So the in the character A, I can add the another character B without a space and with a space. So if I append the B without a space, then the new string becomes AB, and if I append the B with a space, then the new strings becomes A space B. Now again, I will take out the another character from the original string, and that will be also appended without a space and with a space. So without a space, the final string will be ABC, with a space AB space C. Similarly, for this node, if I add the character C without a space, then A space B C, and with a space C, then A space B space C. So the technically we are traversing this string from 0 index to last character index, that is in this context 2, and we are appending the new character with a space or without a space. So this is the stop. Now when should we break this traversing approach? So the break condition would be when we reach when we read the last character, that is the character C, or we can say that the up to the length of the string, that is the in this context it is 2. So now let's try to write this solution for this problem. So let me write permutation with a space. Now we will have the one input string, okay, and again when we start, we will have the some initial character or the processed string. So when we start this tree, then processed string will be the first character of that string. So there will be the some one more variable, processed let's say result of type string, and the next one will be the traverse. So the whether we should take this character or this character or this character. So that when we start, then we will already have the first character in the processed string. So the marker should be at this point, uh, next to the first character. That should be pointed to B. So let me name it as marker, again int. Okay, so see, now if marker reads at the input dot count, then we have already processed all the screen string. So print processed result, return. Okay, otherwise we need to either include the character or don't include the character. So if I have the processed character, this one, and the new character, if I want to append B, then the B should be appended without a space and with a space. So I would say append new character without a space and append new character with a space. So what is the new character? New character would be whatever the marker will point. So the let next character equal to from input a string input index of index of so index of input start index offset y marker. Wherever the marker will point, that character we need to read. So this is the character we will read. When this function calls first time, then we will read this character, second character. So okay, now this is the next character. Now we will call permutation approach without a space. So let me create a variable for the space also. Let space equal to this one. Now permutation, okay, sorry, permutation. So input a string, process result will be without a space, means whatever we have already, we have already processed result, and the new character we need to append here. So the new character will be next character, and we are not going to include the space. So this is the one uh, traversing approach. So marker, we need to, for the next recursive call, we need to increment marker by 1. Okay, see, this one is the for the without a space, means the for for this node without a space. We are going to append the new character without considering the space. So this is the for this node. Now similarly we need to write for the another node permutation input, and this time I will consider the space also. So we have the processed result and a space and then next character, and again I will increment marker by +1, sorry, +1. So this one is the for this path with a space. Now we will get this string. Now again the same scenario will be continued until and unless we will read all the characters of the string. So this will be continued, and once we will reach at traversing at the end of the character, then we will end up here, and this will be this condition will be checked in this if statement. So I think it should work. Now let me call this function. So as I have already explained, uh, this permutation with a space should be called with the processed result, so the first character, and the marker should be from the one index of that string. So first character I will pass in this method, this one A, and the marker should be pointed to the B, index of B character. So that is one. So let input equal to ABC. Now I need to read the processed result of the first character. So let first character of this string will be input dot index offset by input dot start index and offset by 0. So this will give us the first character A. Now I'm going to call this permutation method. So input a string and process the result will be first time we have the A character. So I'm going to pass it, and the marker should be pointed to the B. B means the marker should be point to one index. So let me run it. Oh, I need to convert this as a string. Okay. So, okay. Now let me check. See, we got the result. So ABC, AB space C, A space BC, A space B space C. So we have started this permutation up with a space method with the processed character, that is the first character, and while appending the another character, uh, either we will space include the space, or we will exclude the space, and this way it will be continue up to the end of the string. So so this recursive approach should reach until and unless we read the last character. So when we move on the uh, input dot count, so that is the 3, then it should stop. So that means we have visited all the characters. So that's the it in the programming. Let me recap the process again. So we will take a first character as a processed string, and from next character we will start the recursive approach. Next character can be included without a space or the with a space, and this step should be continued until the end of the string, and once we will reach at the end of the string we will get the result, as you can see here as output. So you can twist these questions with another character also. If you put the, let's say, ampersand, combination of the uh, mm, combination of the this string with another special character ampersand, like those stuff. So the concept will be same, and there may be the more twisted questions, so you can try that and you will understand how it is working. So that's it for this question. Thank you. Happy coding.